I Need You to Read This by Jessa Maxwell. This book has been on my TBR since it came out at the beginning of this year, and I finally got around to getting it from the library. This story centers on an advice column called Dear Constance. And we start out with a heart-wrenching plea for help to Dear Constance. We then follow Alex, who hates her boring job and on a whim decides to apply for the advice column writing job after hearing that Constance has been murdered and the killer is unknown. She wants to help solve this murder and find the killer because Constance was her hero. So she sets out to do this with the help of her two friends, a former detective and a waitress at a diner where she eats breakfast every morning. She starts to receive threatening letters and she's very scared, but she's determined to find the killer. Her dark past is catching up to her. Now, I will say that you do have to suspend disbelief for one point in this story. However, that did not ruin the story for me because it was so good. The character of Alex was so relatable. You really could feel for her and just relate to her story. So, and the plot was so good. There was so many unanswered questions. There were surprises along the way. I really loved the ending. The ending was very good. And I was reading the ending late at night instead of sleeping. Let's just put it that way. I had to know how it ended. I could not stop. So it was very good. And look at that cover. I mean, that cover intrigued me from day one. That's why it's been on my TBR and I finally got around to it. So yes, I highly recommend this book. I gave it 5 stars.